Mississippi Outdoors is in Yazoo County, and we are going gator hunting. My friend Bianca Jane is here. She's all the way from Georgia here in Mississippi. Bianca, are you excited?
I am very excited. This will be my first official gator hunt on the water, so I'm looking forward to it.
Well, good. Well, we have a storm rolling in. We're going to let it pass, and then we're going to hit the water.
So we're heading up the river, and there's a gator by, what you call him?
Wide eyes.
And he's got, his eyes are a little wider, but it's interesting about this gator because why he's been so difficult to hunt, and Hunter will tell you about it.
Yeah, so this gator has a longer range than most of them. There's a creek right here we're coming up on, and he goes in there and hides during gator season. And then there's another creek, O'Neill Creek, that he hangs out in a bend. And every year we try to catch him, and he's gone.
How many years has it been now?
6 years.
How big do you think he is?
We believe he's about 12 and a half foot, a little bit over. If we can catch him tonight, we're going to, but we're not going to spend too much time on him because he's so difficult, and we got another one the same size that we think we can get on.
Carson's ready to do this. We need to get one on the boat. Oh, I see it going that way. Can't do it that way. I gotta go on the left or the right side of you.
He went down. There he is, right there, Bill.
There he is, there he is.
That's it, Carson.
Oh, he turned on me. Even though we didn't catch white eyes, Bianca is hooked. So we'll try again another time.
It's opening day here in Mississippi for alligator season, and we're in the Ross Barnett Reservoir, and we're actually going to go up to Pearl River, and there's a lot of oxbows off the river that we'll go in and out and scan and look for some gators, but we're going to see what happens. Finally got the rain away from us, so we're fixing to hit the water, and opening day of gator season. Let's go.
We're fixing to go down into an old lake, get out of this current, and look for a big gator, and try to get up on him and connect. It's easier said than done. We're in the Ross Barnett Pearl River zone. When I was a kid, there weren't a lot of alligators. Not here. You'd see one every once in a while, but it got to be more and more. And as I got older, running trot lines all night, and we saw gators all the time. And I always thought that would be something fun. In Mississippi, we really don't have a dangerous game to hunt, but a 10 or 12 foot alligator is a dangerous game. And we got drawn again this year, and all my buddies are excited, and I'm excited about it. So we plan on having a good time, being safe, and hopefully catching a big gator.
Well, the water's up. I think we're gonna get into some areas we couldn't get into the other night. It was so shallow. A lot of sticks and stumps in the way. I think we're gonna have a good night tonight.
Last week we couldn't even get in here, couldn't even think about it, but there's big gators back here. All these coves have got gators in them.
We just got really started here in the mouth of the river. We were cruising along and saw one crossing the river, so we've seen 3 or 4 already, but we got one big one. He keeps, every time we get close to him, he moves a little bit further. Of course, gator season started here in 2005, I believe, so they're getting educated. They know something. They used to bass fishermen, and crappie fishermen, and brim fishermen just cruising on by, but now boats are stopping and looking, and they know. Educated.
Oh, there's a big gator right there.
In the middle?
We're finna go after this big gator. See him, Don? He's right out in the middle.
Is that the one, that head in the middle?
Yeah.
It looks good from here. Yank it, yank it, yank it.
I was just threw on the first one of the night, about a 9-footer right over his shoulders, but could not connect with him. He went out and didn't come back up, so we're headed down the river.
I don't know, I think the timing's everything. I think there's no moon, so you would think they'd be out in the middle, but it hadn't happened yet.
We're turning in. We've seen very few gators. I don't know if it was the river rising or the cold front, but we've seen less tonight than we've seen ever that I can remember. We just went about 8 miles without seeing an eye, so we know when it's time to call it quits. So we're gonna get up and go dove hunting.
Mississippi Outdoors is here in Yazoo County tonight going alligator hunting. I'm with tag holder John Griffin. Congratulations on getting that tag. Got Corey and Doug. Corey, tell me a little bit about how the alligator season is going this year.
So far, you know, we've been in this for a week already. You had Ida come in and kind of mess up South Central Zone a little bit, but I think they've done very well so far this year. The harvest reports are coming in, and they're looking pretty good.
Awesome. Well, John, I hear everybody likes to give you a hard time, so maybe you can redeem yourself tonight.
Oh, the results will speak for themselves.
That's what I'm talking
But
about.
I need your prayers anyway.
Okay, you got it. Well, let's get it.
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Just letting them know I'm here.
John, tell me the lay of the land about this body of water.
Okay, so this private family land right here, and this is just your typical Oxbow Lake. We're in northern Yazoo County right here, right by the Yazoo River, and had a lot of great memories out here. Every bit of wildlife you'd expect in bottomlands, wetlands, and Mississippi. It's right here. It's the essence of the Delta. Hey Corey, you see that?
When we catch some of these gators, we can tag and release these things. If we ever catch them again, if they ever get caught again, there's been 4 gators caught on alligator hunts so far this year that have been previously tagged. And what that does for us is give us growth rates, movements, ranges, and sometimes relocation effectiveness. But we have found out that the little boys don't like to be relocated so well. Last year we tagged 10 alligators out here, and it consists of a cattle ear tag that you just stick in their ears. We got some little toe tags for them. They'll have a little number on them. And then we also got a Mississippi Department of Wildlife telephone number on here. Now they will go to the shallows most of the time to hide from you, like up in these willow buttons and stuff. But the deeper water, they feel safer in that deeper water. So what you do is just kind of drag the bottom in the area that you think he's in, see if you can hook him somewhere on a blind cast, is what we call it. Sometimes you can get lucky and get it that way, and then it also gives him an opportunity to think that you're gone and come back up. The trick to the big ones is waiting for them to come back up. You gotta be more patient than them.
Hey Kelly, come on up here, girl.
This is your gator.
All right, we're gonna give you some quick instructions.
Okay. I know you got to keep it tight.
Rod stays here.
Okay.
Tension got to stay on that line.
Okay.
When you reel, move the rod toward the alligator. Keep tension. Thumb on spool. Pull back.
Okay.
All right.
Look at him.
And let me show you how.
That's
to
right.
break it. Just don't-
Girl, you hypnotized him. Look, you're like a gator whisperer. There you go, girl. All right, hold on. Cutting the line. There you go. Good job, girl.
What now?
Gee, you taught that thing who's boss. I got him.
Yeah, you threw right over.
Yep. Y'all know what? If this is a log, this is a strange animal I have. I don't know.
Fight him, John. Fight him. Show him who's boss.
Doug, I don't want to hear it from you right now.
Keep it going.
Oh no, it's pulling. That's an animal.
of some sort.
He threw right over it.
Look at there, that's an alligator, y'all.
If you've never done it before, first of all, you need to study. You need to go through the training. It's best if you could get someone to go with you that's done it. It's something you got to be safe doing, but it's very enjoyable. Being out on that river at night, my whole life, I've just loved that. If you want to get into something that's exciting and different than anything else in the state of Mississippi, put in, get a gator tag, get all your ducks in a row and go chase some of these big lizards, because it's a good time.
I say I went from amateur to level 6 or 7 real quick right there. Yep. Yeah. Alrighty. Man.
Now, a lot of mistakes that people do make is that they'll have multiple lights on in the boat. Then they start skylighting people behind them. And when the gator gets a light behind the light, he can see everything in front of that second light. Pull a slack up in your rod. There you go. I like that one. Hold your rod this way.
And wrist where you stand. Hey, watch out. Light just coming on.
Oh, that was awesome.
How's that?
Incredible. Definitely recommend it.
Is that your first one ever?
First gator ever.
Congratulations.
I appreciate it. It kind of surprised me. I didn't expect him to fight that hard. I don't know. He's not that big, but they got a pretty good fight, pound for pound.
Later, dude.
John, I had a blast. Y'all are a great group. We were able to tag 5 gators, I think.
Yep.
And
I attempted to catch a lot more, but
yeah.
we got 5 tagged. So
Well, it was fun, and the Mississippi gator season is always a fun thing.
yeah. Gators are not very social creatures, or nice to be around, but it's an excuse for us to be social and be around each other and good fellowship with good people.
That's
So
right. Well,
I'll take
thanks
it.
for letting us go.
Thank y'all.